Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where today we are looking at a really escalating situation on the Thailand-Cambodia border. You know, it's a bit like having a passive-aggressive neighbor. Picture this, you're having a very polite, formal meeting at the front door about fixing the shared fence. Everyone is smiling.
Right. Yeah, it seems perfectly fine.
But meanwhile, in the backyard, they are literally rolling up heavy rocket launchers and pointing them right at your patio.
It is such a jarring contrast. I mean, you're looking at the official paperwork of diplomacy on one hand and smelling the actual gunpowder on the other, because officially things are incredibly productive right now. We just saw a 7-point Regional Border Committee meeting, or RBC.
Yeah, the statements make it sound like a total success.
Exactly. If you read the releases, it's all about peaceful cooperation. They highlighted 142 successful coordination efforts over the last 6 months. They even included, the safe return of a Thai citizen who got lost in the woods. So it paints this picture of...
Wait, hold on. They're touting all this bureaucratic harmony, but my feed is just full of live fire. I mean, since April, there have been 19 mysterious explosions heard near the border.
Wow, really? 19?
Yeah. We've got reports of Cambodian troops firing live shots near the Ram Yen base, which forced Thai troops to return warning shots just to secure the area. There are even rumors of a 100,000 baht bounty being offered for hitting a Thai soldier. So, if the RBC mechanisms are working so well, why are we seeing bounties and live fire?
Oh, well, they coexist because there's just a massive disconnect between high-level commanders and the frontline realities. And, it's not just small arms provocations anymore. We are looking at a serious technological mismatch on the border right now.
Right.
Cambodia is currently welding metal cages onto old Soviet-era T-55 tanks to defend against drones. Meanwhile, Thailand is spinning up combat-proven armor and keeping advanced F-16 fighter jets on standby.
Okay, let's unpack this, though, because Cambodia isn't just relying on rusty tanks, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they've also deployed the PHL-03 multiple rocket launcher.
Yes, they have.
And that's a serious piece of heavy artillery that can theoretically reach deep into Thailand.
True, but having advanced hardware is, well, it's useless without the discipline to operate it safely. And right now, the social media footage from the Cambodian front line is exposing a massive discipline gap.
Oh, you mean the TikTok videos?
Yeah.
I saw footage of a Cambodian soldier on patrol literally smoking a cigarette while holding it inches away from 5 live grenades strapped to his chest. So I have to ask, if you have troops mishandling basic munitions, why hand them highly advanced long-range rocket systems?
Yeah.
Are we looking at a coordinated military threat or just a chaotic hazard to themselves?
This is a great question. That lack of discipline on the ground is exactly why the real threat isn't the soldiers. It's the automated high-tech hardware itself, which, leads us to who actually controls those weapons.
Oh, interesting.
Because that PHL-03 launcher has a massive range, but it doesn't just point and shoot. It actually relies on the Beidou satellite network to function.
Meaning it requires Chinese satellite codes.
Oh.
So it's like giving someone a Ferrari, but you keep the keys and control the GPS.
That is a perfect way to put it, yeah. Cambodia has the hardware, but Beijing ultimately dictates where it can strike. They could literally turn off Cambodia's artillery at the push of a button if they don't approve of a target.
Right.
And that technological leash gives Beijing massive geopolitical leverage. I mean, it's no coincidence that while this military buildup is happening, both Cambodian Prime Minister Hun Manet and Thai Prime Minister Anutin are making back-to-back visits to China.
So what does this all mean? It sounds like two kids fighting on a playground, but the principal sold them both the sticks.
Yeah, and Beijing is playing a very delicate balancing act here, arming client states while positioning itself as the regional peace broker.
And this proxy tension is bleeding straight into the economy, isn't it? It's not just a military border issue.
Yeah.
We're seeing Thai goods facing intense, sudden boycotts in Cambodia, with Thai convenience stores practically emptied out, which looks a lot like state-sponsored economic retaliation.
Right, but Cambodia's reliance on Chinese backing for this posturing is incredibly precarious. You just have to look at Sihanoukville to see that.
Oh, right, the boomtown.
Well, supposed to be a boomtown. It was meant to be a massive Chinese-funded hub in Cambodia now. It's literally littered with abandoned, half-finished skyscrapers and empty casinos being repurposed as scam call centers.
Wow.
It really shows how quickly superpower investment can just evaporate, leaving the local economy holding the bag.
Which brings us to why you, the listener, need to pay attention to this.
Yeah.
This isn't just a localized border dispute in Southeast Asia. It is a real-time case study in how modern proxy conflicts operate.
Absolutely.
It's economic boycotts, satellite-controlled artillery, and superpower leverage, all disguised as a local fence dispute.
It definitely requires careful monitoring because
Mhm.
the physical border is just the stage. The script is actually being written elsewhere.
Well, it leaves you with one massive question to ponder as we wrap up this deep dive. With both of these nations so deeply reliant on Chinese technology, Chinese weapons, and Chinese diplomacy, is the real front line of this conflict actually drawn in Beijing, rather than along that Thai-Cambodian fence? The neighbors might be smiling at the front door, but you have to wonder who actually paid for the rockets in the backyard.